Okay, hello all you crazy people out there. My name is Stupid. I've gotten that right a couple of videos in a row now. And welcome back to Angels with Scaly Wings. I keep almost pronouncing it scary because... words. Let's see. It is time to do another murder investigation, or at least so I assume. What exactly are we looking for? Whatever's causing the power outage. Okay, so we are actually doing that. I suppose, for what it's worth, even if the power outage and the murder are not related, being able to see will help immensely. If we don't find the cause, we should at least be able to get the backup running. Oh, and also, you know, like the fact that everybody who lives here would perhaps not have to sit in the dark all day or something. Let's see, looks like the generator is gone. Which isn't suspicious at all. Mystery solved. The sound of creaking metal... Wait, what? It was gone? Because it sounded like they turned it on. Wait, did they? Yeah, the generator's gone. The sound of creaking metal penetrated the stillness of the room. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. The words said it was like silent, and I heard the noise that played when the text popped up, and I thought it was the generator revving, and it was actually just metal creaking. Okay. Comprehension, Dragonite. Stupid. Whatever. Guys. Seriously. I looked above towards the source of the noise as it grew louder, and in the next instant, I was pushed sideways and fell to the ground, just barely avoiding the giant light fixture that fell from the ceiling and shattered into countless pieces alongside me. Okay, what is that? Like the Phantom of the Opera with a giant chandelier that, like, crashes down or something? I don't know anything about Phantom of the Opera aside from, like, Lindsay Sterling playing the music as a cover and, giant ornate chandelier in it. Stupid, are you alright? The next thing I saw, a hooded figure standing above me, barely visible against the darkness that permeated the room. Oh, so there's the Dark Brotherhood in this game. Okay. The figure crouched down to me, its mask hovering right in front of my face. Merely a whisper reached my ears when it spoke. Be careful, stupid. Then the figure dashed towards the stairs. Where are you going? That's not me! Don't move! He's going up the stairs! I'm on it. I didn't see that chair coming. Can't see a damn thing in here. Here, Chief. I hate these stupid stairs. You're blocking the way. Just go around me. Wow. Even Bryce complaining about the stairs was not in there for no reason. This is actually a mechanism to slow them down. There's no room here as wide as the stairs are. I can't help it. Then let the other guy go first, for God's sake. Damn it, we'll never catch him now. How convenient. Alright. I don't know if that would be considered good writing or not to have, like a harmless banter about the characters complaining about the stairs and then have it become a mechanism to let the suspect get away. But I think it's funny. By the time we found our way back up, the mysterious figure was nowhere to be found. We've got a long search ahead of us, and with a head start like that, there might be no end to it. We have to take our chances as long as we still can, except that chance is growing smaller and smaller while we wait for the team to arrive. What even happened down there? Right, Stupid, tell us everything in as much detail as you can. Well, I almost got murdered, and then everything happened sort of fast. There wasn't much to it. I heard a noise, I looked up, the light fixture came down, then someone pushed me. You mean Reza? I honestly, like, am not ready to jump to that conclusion. I don't know. Nobody mentioned anybody else coming through the portal. I don't know if Reza arranged for somebody else to come around him without anybody else knowing. I don't know if there are actually other people in this world, but like from another portal from somewhere else or something like that he met up with. There's a lot of directions that this is going. It bloody well can't be someone else. Let's not kid ourselves here. Why would he wear that whole getup though? You don't wear Dark Brotherhood gear for protection. You wear it because of the combat bonuses it affords you. And I selected that choice anyway. Oops. I'm not so sure about that, but who knows? Wait a minute, can I actually save scum by pressing page up, page down to go backwards through the story? I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. If I'm gonna save scum, I'm gonna earn it by actually save scumming and not just retreating. This whole thing doesn't make any sense. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Your earlier theory about what happened sounded pretty solid, Sebastian. Let's go with that and add a bit about the generator being stolen. For what it's worth, he wasn't carrying a generator, so this is like he set that up or at an earlier point. Now the question is, who has a... Alright, what I just said, I think they already knew, and I don't know why I decided to say it. Now the question is, who has a motive for stealing a generator? Well, Reza doesn't have a motive for stealing a generator unless he wants to build something, because he already had the energy device. Technically, yes, but it's unlikely that someone who lives here would resort to stealing a generator when they could easily buy or just request one, or, you know, just plug into the wall outlet. It's not really the kind of thing that would get stolen around here. How about Reza? I can't deny the fact that your generators are pretty important to us, but resorting to murder? We all saw the human figure running away. Why would he have stayed here if you stole it? Maybe it was a dragon in disguise. That would be difficult considering your body structure and the fact that you would have had to conceal a tail, among other things. Are we sure we saw him running away? So as a lot of you know, because I bring this up at every opportunity, I don't do a lot of reading. Particularly fiction. Particularly murder mysteries. Although I was on an Agatha Christie kick for like 2 weeks in 8th grade. I don't know if the game is leading me to believe that it's Reza, and it's actually somebody else, which is the outcome that I would prefer because it would make everything more complicated, or if the game is banking on me knowing tropes or believing that I know tropes, and the game is wanting me to think that it's not Reza and it actually is. Because who would ever write a murder mystery where it's just as straightforward as the game wants me to believe that it's Reza and that's the right answer? Although I did mention some other possibilities a little while ago, and I'm not going to dwell on those. Why would he have stayed here if he stole it? That answers itself, I think, because, like, he wanted to make a big mess with the chandelier, one. Or the light fixture, to be precise. And two, I think he wanted to tell me to be careful, because he went out of his way to do that. The protagonist heard the voice of who was whispering, and you'd think he would have recognized the voice of somebody that he had worked with like Reza, right? Now you're grasping at straws. Okay, so that was the game telling me to, like, be serious. This is gonna be grasping at straws as well, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't think so. Although I would have said that for other reasons. Although I guess body structure influences the way that you move around. Why would he remain here if he was the one who stole it? The generator was already gone when we got here, and the person in question wasn't carrying it either. Yeah, but like I proved myself wrong a minute ago. He probably, like, did it an hour ago, a half hour ago, whatever, and took the generator, put it somewhere, and came back to cause trouble again. Perhaps this is the case where the criminal has returned to the crime scene. I'm not sure if I would call that returning to the crime scene, but whatever. For this kind of crime, I'd say no, but who knows? Maybe our rules just don't apply anymore. What do you mean? No offense, but ever since you two humans arrived, there has been a lot of strange things going on. This place used to be a quiet town. He kind of is starting to sound like Maverick. I don't want to accuse him of that because I don't think he likes Maverick. It is definitely not a huge misunderstanding. Well, we'll cut to the chase. Honestly, things aren't looking so great for him right now. I mean, the fact that he shot somebody made things not look so great for him earlier, too. It's still our top priority to find him, but after what we've seen here today, I'm not sure what will happen when we do. I just don't want to I don't want to give you any false hope, you know? I see. Maybe we should just focus on finding him and point fingers later. Agreed. The police team will be here any minute now. You don't have to get involved with the search, but that doesn't mean you can't help us. And it was only a matter of time before I had to take a drink in the middle of a video. I've been doing that between videos, after I sign off, but so far I haven't been compelled to do that during a video. What do you want me to do? We still have to list the places where we were going to check out, remember? We still have the list of places we were going to check out, remember? We can't go now, the search takes priority. Of course, we'll still check out those places after we're done here. But if you want to go on your own, you can speed up the process. You can even find the lead for us, who knows. You really must be understaffed if you need to rely on me. It has less to do with the staff and more with what I told you last time. You know him, and that gives you experience that could help us understand how he thinks. That's the kind of help we need. In any case, here's the list. Considering your status, you shouldn't really have any trouble in those places. By the way, did we ever investigate the dead body? I don't think we did. But if anything happens, call me and I'll check up on you later. Wait a minute. You mean I'm going all by myself? All of us are going to be busy with the search, and we can't really afford to spare somebody right now. You'll be fine. That feels like a bad idea, considering that I'm basically a foreigner here. Aren't you worried I'll do something fishy? I mean, it's not me I'm worried about doing anything fishy. It's like the other dragons, and me accidentally doing something by accident that is accidental. I mean, isn't that why Reza and I were assigned police escorts in the first place? The policy was mostly Mavericks' fault, so he's out of the picture. With my authority as chief, I say you can go alone. I already know where you're going, and besides, I trust you. If you were in cahoots with Reza, you would have run off with him when you had the chance. Not necessarily. Good point. Ah, I see the team approaching. Guess you should get going. Alright. I mean, like, not to mention that I don't know my way around. And all you gave me is a map. I'll see you later then. Good luck. Guess I can always stop and ask for directions, assuming I'm going somewhere where there are other dragons. This is a new scenery. It was a relief to leave the crime scene, considering that all had happened. When I reached into my pocket to take a look at the list, however, I found something unexpected. It was a small piece of paper with the word Tatsu written on it. How did it get there? Is that like his name and contact info or something? Or his business card or whatever? Second paragraph. My earlier encounter with the masked person was the only time today someone was close enough to smuggle something into my pocket. I figured if someone like Bryce tried to do something like that, I definitely would have noticed. Claws and all that. As for Tatsu, the only related thing I could think of was Tatsu Park plus the Discord bot, which I don't know if it even existed by the time this game came out, which I had come across when I went to the police station the other day. Even if that park was the place where the mysterious piece of paper referred to, I didn't know if it was actually a good idea to visit. The masked person may have saved me from the falling light fixture, but if it was Reza, it would mean following someone who was also the prime suspect for 2 murders. 2.5 murders, thank you. I also had to consider the list of places Reza had been to. A couple of videos ago, I ditched my desk chair for the exercise balls in the hopes that I would stop slouching, and I'm doing it anyway. I also had to consider the list of places that Reza had been to. A local grocery store, the production facility we had visited, and the library were the 3 places closest to here. Without that list would be different. Or the second 2 entries on the list would be different if I had decided to hang out with different people earlier, wouldn't it? Alright, this is very entangled, and I find it interesting, and I wonder if there are, I wonder just how many different branches on this tree there are. I'm not going to do all of them. Realistically, I'm not going to just play through this game and see every combination, every line of text in the game. Because that'll just take forever, but I will be interested in, possibly, as I did with the trivia game, seeing what happens if I go down different paths. What should I do? The library is a good place to find information, but Tatsu Park. This feels like a good place for me to get assassinated. Tatsu Park, here I am. I don't know what I'm even looking for, though. Sign and map feel like givens, just so that I can know where I am. This park is dedicated to our creator, to who we owe our sentience and existence, as it is our duty to remember. The place honors them every day with its beauty and grants us peace of recreation and contemplation to all of us. That's boring. It's bigger than I thought. I could go north towards Tatsu Avenue, which apparently is a nice spot to look at the landscape, or south to the political district. Where should I go? Okay, so am I gonna get lost? Oh, that's nice. Open the hatch. All of these feel like good segues into somebody coming up behind me and tapping me on the shoulder. No. Do I have to crack a code? Oh god, have I seen any codes up to this point? It is. Should this look familiar, and does it look familiar? The answer is no, it doesn't look familiar, but I don't know if it should or not. There's a 1 on it. Why is there a 1? Or is that just a notch so that I know where it's pointing to? Stupid numerals. Stupid Arabic numerals. Alright, am I gonna get a chance to come back here? I appreciated the landscape for a bit, which appears to not be a plot point, but it's a Steam achievement. Because they have some very random Steam achievements in this game. Okay, why not? Someone sitting next to me. I didn't see you there. I thought you were a statue or something. Most people don't sit down on benches without noticing if anybody is already sitting on the bench. What was your name? Dramavian. Hello. Well, maybe it is a statue, or I just turned invisible. I hope it's not the latter. Can I see that again? I'm already well rested. Could I brute force this? If I keep pushing the first button over and over, how long is it gonna let me do that? Okay, so these are binary. And this is the starting state. If I go counterclockwise, can I do it again? Can I go in a circle? Okay, so there are 4 states for the lever, and 2 states for 2 buttons. So that's. I could brute force this in 16 tries. Do I want to do that? I want the satisfaction of feeling smart and noticing if I come across something that resembles this later on. If anybody remembers the dot puzzle in EVF 5, something like that. But also brute forcing it wouldn't take too long. Probably. Alright, I'm not gonna do that. Let's see. Let's see, I'm gonna search the shrubbery, and somebody's gonna, like, ask me what I'm doing, aren't I? Hello, this is the park maintenance team. Why are you in the bushes? I found some dirt. There doesn't seem to be anything else here. You found a handful of... Game. You found a handful of dirt. Is that in my inventory? Do I even have an inventory in this game? You never know what you'll find around a pavilion. Lots of initials inscribed into the bark, I'm sure. And into the, into the ground or whatever, the cement. There doesn't seem to be anything important here, but at least it provides excellent shade. Okay, so that was not the answer. What if I go to the, what was the other one? Wait, where's the map? Political district, there it is. Just as I entered the southern part of the park, I found myself tumbling to the ground when somebody bumped into me. Ouch. Lucius, sorry about that, are you alright? Besides getting a little dirtier than before, you were already in the bushes 20 seconds ago. I don't think it matters. I should really look where I'm going. Sometimes I just get lost in my thoughts. Hey, I think you dropped this. Oh, thank you. Ghost stories, eh? Yeah. Oh. I should probably go before the bookstore closes. Bye! Okay. There's someone sitting on the benches. The music stopped, which automatically makes this more ominous than it was when I walked in. No, it didn't. It's just looping, apparently. What a most pleasant surprise to be meeting you here, stupid. Why do you know my name? Oh, you're the boss. Okay. I did not see you earlier, but you must have... You probably heard Remy yelling at me for breaking things or whatever. Alright. Do you know who I am? I'm afraid... Wait a minute. Was that... No, I do. Am I not allowed... Okay, so I'm not allowed to backtrack on my choices. Okay. My name is Emera. Not Emery, Emera. Emery is like sandpaper or something, abrasive paper. And I am the Minister of Culture and Arts. I see. And what brings you here today, stupid? I'm not quite sure of that myself. I'm playing Phoenix Wright, but with different characters. The park does have an appeal that naturally draws people in. I would know, since I'm partly responsible for creating it. Have you seen the north side yet? If not, you totally should. It's so pretty this time of year. Yeah, I got an achievement for sitting down on the bench. You created this park. Do you see the buildings behind me? That's where I work. Do you want to know a secret? The park was built here so I can enjoy going outside on my breaks. Like right now, for example. That sounds like a lot of work just so that one person could enjoy going outside on a break. Speaking of your work, Remy works for you, right? I just met him the other day. Oh, Remy! Quite the little nerd, isn't he? Have you seen his malformed ears? I want to laugh every time I see him. I can't say I do. I know that, like, I could find the Remy because there is, like, concept art in the game files that I could go and look up right now. Curiosity killed the Let's Play recording, so let's do that. If I can find Steam. Concept. Remy? Actually, this might just be concept and not final. His ears are kind of small. Actually, let me go and look at the actual artwork. Remy. Alright, yeah, that is kind of like odd. I can't say I've been paying attention to what the other dragons look like. That nobody's in there. That's a portal. You just don't have ears. Either that or they're buried. You have very big ears, and I don't have a good view of your ears, but they look like this guy's kind of. I mean, Emera, you're not one to really talk about having funny ears, but okay. Are there gonna be spoilers if I keep poking through here? All right. Anyway. That's not very nice, honestly. Alright, so be that as it may, I just can't help it. Can I ask you a question? You can ask it for sure, but whether I can answer or not is another question. I was looking through Douglas Adams quotes a few days ago just for fun, and one of them went along the lines of, I refuse to answer the question on the grounds that I don't know the answer. And I don't know why I find that so amusing, but I do, and it feels very appropriate in this situation. What would you like to know? Oh, I can ask about several things. I am going to ask about my visit because I really would like to know why I'm here in the first place, other than just to get the thing. What do you think about us visiting this world? You and Reza? Well, I think it is about the most exciting thing that ever happened to me in the last few years. It certainly has been a nice distraction from the other boring things I have to do at work. How so? Arranging your arrival was partly my responsibility. I feel like it was partially everybody's responsibility because everybody I've met has talked to it so far. Let's see. In fact, I would have been at the portal to welcome you myself if something didn't come up at the last second. Alright, that's nice. Tatsu Park. Yeah, that's important. I'm gonna go there later. Can you tell me more about your job? I could, but I think it's overall a very boring affair. It involves a lot of reading and talking and approving or rejecting forms and projects. Okay, so you are the stereotypical office worker, that's in, like, Dilbert comics. Although I guess Dilbert himself is a software dev, but, like, the other people around him. It has its perks, but in some ways I'll certainly be happy when my term is over. Wait, you're a minister. You're more of a politician than just than an office clerk, aren't you? Yeah, politicians. If you've been a minister once, that's something people remember you for, even if those times are long past. No one can ever take that away from you again. You mentioned your term at an ending. How does that work around here? Well, the ministers serve our term, and then someone takes over our place. You know, as terms usually work. Only one minister changes at a time, though. Technically speaking, any person can become a minister, though there are certain standards and requirements that must be met in order to apply for office. You need to be 35, you need to get a certain number of signatures on a petition. You know the whole drill. I don't want to bore you with the details, but that too would be a long and tedious affair. Alright, Tatsu Park. Let's get down to business. There's not much to say about it. It opened up recently. I think the initial request was more for open spaces like a dedicated place for people to gather and such. If you read the plaque, you would know that the park was dedicated to our so-called creator. I say creator, in big fat quotes, that you can hear verbally, like that, because I think the word is a bit of a misnomer. But I suppose people can still use it regardless. I suppose I should be getting back to work anyway. Alright, well thank you for this most pleasant conversation, stupid. And that's that. I've looked at everything except the, sewer, and I don't want to keep searching the sewer. I've been reading here for about 25 minutes. And I think that is quite enough for now. In the next part, I'm going to visit the grocery store and the production facility, because I haven't gone there yet. What happens if every time getting rest has come up as an option, I haven't chosen it because it sounds very boring. I don't know if that would be ideal. I don't know if I would find an unexpected like cache of information on my nailed to my front door or something if I went there. But that'll have to wait for the next video. So for now, my name is Dragonite. My name is Stupid. This has been Angels with Scaly Wings. In the next part, I already said that bit. I will see you all later.